Hello all, this is Terror on the Wall, and this is going to be a brief Jungle Strykewyrm tutorial. So, before I begin, here's the equipment I like to use. Basic melee equipment, all the way. Slayer Helm. Ring of Wealth is kind of important because Hex Crests are 2.4 million at the moment. And yeah, shield, if you have Dragonfire, that's nice because it also has a magic defense, and they do a little bit of magic attack. But yeah, pretty much basic, really standard defense stuff is fine, or standard melee defense stuff. And if you don't have fancy stuff like I do, that's no big deal because they really don't hit very hard. So for a familiar, I prefer a Bunyip, and if you don't have Bunyips, probably just use a Beast of Burden. It really won't come in that handy. You might not even want to use a familiar. So for items, you're going to want a couple of super anti-poisons, a couple of super attacks, a couple of super strength, and only one super defense, because they drop a bunch of super defense potions, and you won't need to worry about that. And as far as food goes, you only need a little bit. If you don't have Enchanted Excalibur, Enchanted Excalibur Special will do most of the healing for you. So, yeah, they really don't hit you very hard or very often, so you don't need to worry about them. And without further ado, this is how you get there. Alright, when you show up right here, you're going to notice these mounds. You can only provoke them out of the ground if you have them as a task. So drink your potion and just start slaying away. Now they are pretty impressive looking, but they're actually pretty weak. Look, just watch. It's going down easy peasy, hardly taking any damage. Also, they will poison you. Just drink your super anti-poison and it won't be a big deal. Now sometimes they'll go underground and go beneath you and pop up and deal 30 damage, but you can actually dodge this just by running to the side if you're not lagging really bad. And sometimes you'll kill them before they get a chance to do that, so that's a definite plus. Now, they'll drop these 40 pure essences a lot of the time, and that's really helpful. That's probably one of their better drops. Well, no, it's a really common drop, and it's pretty helpful, I guess. I like 40 pure essences. I'll check the price on that in a moment, but yeah, they're really not that hard. You just kind of fight them, and notice how I'm already healed up because of my Bunyip. All I've taken from killing 2 of them is 5 damage, and now it's just 1 hit from one of them. And look, there's my first super defense. So let's put that over there. And yeah, I really gotta hand it to Jagex. These are really beautiful. They look so cool. But yeah, they are pretty weak. It's only level 110. And let's see if I can get them to do their underground attack. Now notice they take up 4 squares. So if they're going to do that attack, or if they're going to do the attack, you need to move at least 2 squares away. And yeah, I think I'll just kind of wait for one of them to do the attack. No, it didn't do that time either. They do drop lobsters quite a bit, and the lobsters that you bring with you are mostly just to heal you up if you can't get any lobster drops, and if they don't do their attack. And obviously they don't do their attack very often because I've killed several of them now, and I have yet to have one of them perform its 30 damage attack. Notice that if you have your super anti-poison, the poison won't get to you all the time. And also kind of keep an eye out for its drops, because sometimes it'll drop seeds and it'll be hard to see, but that's just an adamant hatchet over there. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so that's what it looks like to dodge its 30 damage attack. Now I'll try to show you what it looks like when you don't dodge it. Also notice most of its drops are stackable, so you don't need to worry about having a whole ton of inventory space. They're really very easy enemies. And I got a Crucible from one earlier. They're alright. I don't mind them as a Slayer task. They're not all they might be hyped up to be. Not really something I think is worth needing 73 Slayer, but that's just me. You'll notice that super anti-poisons actually go a really long way. So you really do only need to bring a couple of them for the entire task. This equipment I have right here will have you set for the entire task, unless you, for some reason, are taking damage from them, or you're lagging so bad that you are getting hit by their specials. I'm trying to get them to show me their special attack again so that I can show you what it looks like to get hit by it. Oh, I guess you could actually bring a hatchet to chop down these trees, and bring a cage for lobster fishing, and you could bring a tinderbox and you could light your own fires and make your own food while you're here. Ah, here's the attack. Bam, 30. But that can be easily healed by an enchanted Excalibur, and then a few heals from your bunyip. So yeah, they're pretty easy. And yeah, that's really all you need to know to be playing Jungle Strykewyrms. This is Terror on the Wall, also known as Pow Tower in Runescape, and this has been how to slay Jungle Strykewyrms.